Here we have another horse to look at in the fit of the bridle. This is a little Arab stallion. He's about 14 hands. And we talked earlier on about the problem sometimes with Arabs of them having a fairly thick tongue because they carried water or stored water in their tongue. And it means then that you sometimes can have a bit of difficulty getting a bit to fit comfortably in his mouth. So if we have a look in his mouth, and let's see if he does have the nice Arab thick tongue. I'm looking at the inside of the lips, and they're quite thick but smooth. There's not the scar tissue damage that we saw on the other horse. But if you look inside, you'll see he has a very thick tongue. Can you see that the roof of his mouth is almost coming down below his teeth? See how thick his lips are here. Good boy. He must wonder what I'm doing. But it's so important to actually look inside and really know your horse. Shall we see if our bridle fits? Yeah. This is a different type of bridle. This bridle is used for endurance riding and is a halter bridle, but it is actually his own bridle, but we're going to measure it against his mouth, and it seems to be the right size for him. All right, so if we look first of all, you can see this horse is comfortable with his bridle. He's not chewing the bit. He's quite relaxed about the bit, but I wonder what it's like inside his mouth. Looking from the outside, you can see that there is just the right amount of room here. Right, it's wrinkling the side of his mouth ever so slightly, but it's not pulling up. This would be too high. You can see the bit it's pulled up. It's making the horse almost smile too much. Okay, but I wonder if it fits inside. So if we gently open his mouth and have a look, you'll see that the bit rests in almost a straight line across. It's comfortable. The bit is not dropping down too low, and because it's a fairly narrow bit, it actually fits very comfortably inside this Arab's mouth. What would happen if we made it all too high? You could see the bit would come up here. Can you see that this would be too high? And the horse would not be comfortable. If the bit was dropped down lower, it might bang against the tush teeth here. But you can see that there's room for the bit to lie, he's got room for his tongue, there's room for the top of his mouth, and this bit is going to be a comfortable fit on him.